What if you could master your mind? What if you could take control of your emotions, your habits, your actions, and become completely disciplined? Most people wait for motivation. They hope for inspiration. But the greatest minds in history knew the truth. Discipline is not about motivation. Discipline is trained. Today on Echoes of Eternity, we uncover the lost art of self-discipline. How the Stoics, the samurai, and the greatest leaders of all time mastered their minds, and how you can do the same. The truth is, most people are ruled by their emotions. They do what feels good in the moment, rather than what is necessary for their future. Modern society is designed to keep you weak. It sells you comfort, distractions, and shortcuts. But discipline is the price of freedom. Without it, you are a prisoner of your own impulses. 3 reasons most people struggle with discipline. 1. They rely on motivation. Motivation is temporary. When it fades, they quit. 2. They chase comfort. They avoid discomfort instead of using it as a tool for growth. 3. They lack a clear system. They don't have a structured plan to train discipline like a muscle. But the greatest minds in history, they built their lives around discipline. And today, we will break down exactly how. Marcus Aurelius, the emperor who mastered himself, imagine ruling the most powerful empire in the world. Wars, plague, betrayal, every day, a crisis. And yet, Marcus Aurelius never lost control. His secret, discipline over his mind. In his private journal, Meditations, he wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." How Marcus Aurelius trained discipline. Daily. 1. Early morning training. He trained himself to wake up before sunrise, even when he wanted to stay in bed. Every morning he reminded himself, "You were not born to lay in comfort, but to rise and take action." 2. Rejecting luxury. Despite being the most powerful man in Rome, he slept on the floor at times, ate simple meals, and wore basic clothing. Why? Because luxury weakens the mind. He conditioned himself to be stronger than his desires. 3. Practicing discomfort. The Stoics believed in voluntary hardship. Seneca, another great Stoic, would walk through the streets in rags, just to remind himself, "If this is the worst that can happen, then I have nothing to fear." Discipline is not about punishment, it is about preparation. The modern world makes people soft, but Marcus Aurelius would tell you, train your mind every day, or be ruled by your impulses. The Bushido Code, how samurai built unshakable discipline, while the Stoics trained their minds. The samurai trained their entire existence around discipline. The Bushido Code, or the Way of the Warrior, was a philosophy of self-mastery. Samurai warriors lived by strict rules that demanded total control over their thoughts, emotions, and actions. 3 ways samurai trained discipline. Daily. 1. Relentless daily training. Every morning, a samurai would practice swordsmanship, archery, and hand-to-hand combat for hours. Rain or shine, injury or exhaustion, it didn't matter. They believed that discipline in training meant survival in battle. You fight as you train. If you train with weakness, you will die with weakness. 2. Mokuso, the practice of mental control. Before battle, samurai warriors would sit in absolute silence, practicing mokuso, deep meditation to clear the mind of all emotion and fear. They trained themselves to act only on principle, never on impulse. A warrior acts with intention, not reaction. 3. Embracing death to remove fear. Every day, a samurai would meditate on death. Why? Because once you accept the worst outcome, nothing can control you. The modern world teaches people to fear loss, but the samurai knew that when you release fear, you become unbreakable. Self-discipline is about control. And the samurai controlled everything, their training, their emotions, their fears. The question is, do you?